welcome back. It is time to rock this Saturday set of bowl picks. It's our largest day of bowl games, so let's get to it. Right now, Friday going pretty well. We got a couple of wins, but we got 8 bowl games to hit on Saturday, and we've just got to make picks on all of them. We're going to start out with the Wasabi Fenway Bowl. We got UNC and UConn. This game opened as a 4.5 point spread, but has moved as opt-outs have continued to be an issue for North Carolina. Still, North Carolina should have a few things working in their favor. First, they've been solid on the ground, should be able to move the ball here in this one. Second, UConn relies on the ground game to move the ball, and that's where North Carolina has been strong on defense. Finally, North Carolina, yeah, they're missing guys due to opt-outs, but so is UConn. And North Carolina has a lot more depth to replace them. Take North Carolina in this one. They have Bill Belichick watching on. Get Freddie Kitchens a interim coach win. UNC -2.5, -110 on MGM. We're moving to the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. We got Nebraska and Boston College. And one of the biggest issues down the stretch for Nebraska was turnovers. They're 68th in the nation in turnover margin. It was awful down the stretch. Meanwhile, Boston College, they're 22nd in the nation in turnover margin. Nebraska is also going to have struggles on the ground. Dowdle's out. He's gone. That's going to kill the ground game for them. They're missing 2 starting defensive players. They're missing 3 other players that played major time. I think Boston College is going to keep this close. Take Boston College. Boston College +4, -104 on ProfitX. We move to the Isleta, New Mexico Bowl. We have Louisiana and TCU. And this game's honestly tough. If we knew Ben Woolridge was playing for Louisiana, this is an easy pick. Take Louisiana in the points. Still, we don't have confirmation that he's playing. Most likely he is, which would have me leaning towards Louisiana. TCU is going to put up points in this game against a very average Louisiana defense. Still, TCU's defense is bad. If Woolridge looks good on the first drive and unhampered because of injury, taking a live line on Louisiana might be the solid move. But without knowledge there, we're just going to go ahead and take a total here. I like the over 58.5 in this one, -110 on ESPN. We move on to the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Iowa State, Miami, one of them gets to eat a delicious Pop-Tart. And Miami's been solid this year. They did struggle some down the stretch, but that's really, I think, because pressure clearly got to Mario Cristobal. There's no pressure in this game. This is a meaningless bowl game in the grand scheme of things. The biggest thing on the line is a Pop-Tart. Iowa State, they've been solid, but they've not faced someone the level of Cam Ward. Cam Ward, Heisman contender, he's been great this year. Iowa State, they've struggled against the better quarterbacks they faced. They're going to continue to do so in this one. Give me Miami -4, -115 on ESPN bet. Moving to that Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. We have Miami, Ohio, and Colorado State. Both teams are pretty dang average on offense this year. Colorado State's slightly better, but neither team has offensive players that can take over a game. The best rated player on the field on offense is actually for Miami, Ohio, and that's Brett Gabbert. The biggest difference here is the defensive units. Colorado State's average, while Miami, Ohio is one of the top defensive units in the nation. They're top 15 in points against, they're top 15 in yards against. Colorado State's going to struggle against this defense. Take Miami, Ohio, -2, -110 on Fanatics. Moving to the Gold Bowling Military Bowl, we have East Carolina NC State. This is actually a rivalry game. They have a trophy for it outside of this game. They're only 85 miles apart. They're 2 of the 3 largest universities in North Carolina. And we've got 2 defenses that aren't very good. NC State's given up over 28 points in 4 straight games. They've seen the over hit in 4 of 5. East Carolina's given up 28 points in 6 of 7. They've seen the over hit in 5 of the 7. This game's going to be full of offense. There's going to be few stops in this one. Take the over 59 -112 on Ballybet. We've got the Valero Alamo Bowl, BYU and Colorado. Yes, this is a Big 12 matchup, but the Alamo Bowl was contracted for both Big 12 and the Pac-12, so they're using a legacy Pac-12 team. We get Colorado here. Colorado, they have Travis Hunter on the field. This is more than an individual game, though. BYU solid on offense. They're also have a better defense in this game. They might not win, but they should keep it close. They were 19th in the nation in turnover margin, while Colorado was one of the tops in the nation in points off turnovers. If they can keep that going, not turn over the ball, keeping those situations at bay. They will keep this game close. We're going to take BYU plus 3.5 minus 108 on FanDuel. And finally, we got Louisiana Tech and Army. And this game's going to come down to just a couple key factors here in the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. We've got the offensive outputs, very similar offensive outputs this year, but Army has been better. Second, Army's 15th in the nation in turnover margin, while Louisiana Tech's 60th. Finally, Louisiana Tech's not going to be able to slow down that rushing attack for Army in this one. Just go ahead, take Army. Army minus 14, minus 110 on ESPN. Let's recap. We've got UNC minus 2.5, Boston College plus 4, over 58.5 in the Louisiana TCU New Mexico Bowl, Miami minus 4, Miami of Ohio minus 2, over 59 in ECU and North Carolina State. We've got BYU plus 3.5, Army minus 14. If you like this content, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, share it with your friends. We'll be back next time to preview our next set of bowl games.